Hello there, welcome back. Bit of a bonus episode this one. Whilst painting away, I'm painting up the Elven Nation at the moment. I was thinking about these figures that come with the expansion from first edition, that expansion. Now, because I also want to use these figures for tabletop battles, I need a decent number of figures. That's why I bought the two sets basically. But I was thinking about these. I mean, these are the Southron Cavalry. Now there's 8 of them, which is fine. I can make 2 units of 3 or 1 unit of 6. And the Southrons and Easterlings, like all the Shadow Nations, don't have dedicated leaders. Yes, there's the Minions. They normally should have a Nazgul as the leader in the board game, which is fine. You can use, I could use the Minions, like Saruman or the Witch King or Gothmog or something like that, but it doesn't really come into their system, so I was thinking of using 6 of them to make up either 1 or 2 cavalry units, and 2 of the figures, paint them up slightly different to be, I don't know, a lieutenant, captain, a general, something of the whole Southron and Easterling nation, for when we use it as the tabletop battles, because I'm going to do me using my own world, fantasy world of Culm. Now here next to them we've got 8 Uruk-hai. Now in the core set you get 12, so I've already got 2 lots of 12, which would be great for heavy infantry. I could use 6s, etc. So what I'm thinking of doing with them is splitting them. Paint 4 in the original scheme, 4 in the new scheme. I don't really need to keep them separate because the Shadow get unlimited reinforcements, so that's not really a problem. So I could paint them up. I'll paint them up 4 of each of what I've painted so far. So it'll take me up from from 12 to 16 of models in each army for them. But move across, you get 13. I think they're called black orcs or half orcs with crossbows. I don't know why you get an odd one, 13. I'm thinking you would normally have a crossbows. You'd probably normally have a unit of 12, but you could maybe have 2 6s and 1 extra there who might end up being gash, but it will get painted up, not a problem. Next to them, we've got Rohan. Now, in the core sets, these warriors, you get 10, which is fine, but for my desktop, the tabletop battles, ideally 12. Well, fortunately, in the expansion, you get these 4 extra boys. Now I can paint 2 with green shields and 2 with white, and it'll bring both them forces up to 12, which would be perfect. Moving across to the Rohan Cavalry, we've got 8 figures here. Now you only get 5 of these boys for each army. So if I get 4 with green shields and 4 with white shields, that'll give me 9 for each. It'll give me a full squadron of cavalry, 6. Even more if I incorporate a leader, so I could maybe squeeze out 2 units, or maybe units of 3 or units of 4. I don't have to stick to anything specific rules wise, but that's me thinking. I'll paint 2 of them the same as this figure, and I'll paint 2 the same as this, so that we keep the numbers the same rather than go all out. Now with these I've got to be a bit more careful of keeping them separate, same with these infantry, because in the game they get a limited number of reinforcements, so I have to remember that if I'm painting up extra I have to keep them in a separate box somewhere so that they don't affect the gameplay. And finally, well, not finally, there is other things, but these are the main ones. We've got 3 extra Rohan leaders. Now I can paint them up slightly different to these leaders. Where are they? To these, I can paint them slightly different. The reason being is that these cards with them. And as you can see, they're named leaders. Theoden, you get a couple of cards for him because he's in 2 different battles in Helm's Deep, and he's also in Minas Tirith. You get Eomer, and you get Theodred. So yeah, I'll take them 3 up because they'll represent them figures. And same with Gondor. You get 2 extra leaders, and they are for Imrahil and Faramir. So they'll be painted up as them. And of course in my tabletop battles, they can be anybody I want. They can be named captains, lieutenants, generals. And that's more or less it, I think. So that's just my thoughts. I'm not painting them yet. But while I was painting away, I was thinking, well, that would be ideal to bring these units up to 12. Give me some more extra cavalry, split it all. And then with these as well, gives me leaders for the Southron and Easterling nation, plus a cavalry unit. And yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm quite pleased with that. So when I do eventually get on to painting these, I know exactly now what I'm going to be doing. So anyway, that's just an extra episode. As I say, I'm quite cracking on with the elves. They're not far from finished, to be honest. Maybe another couple of days, 3 days maybe, they'll be done. And then I'll move on to the Southrons and Easterlings. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye for now.